About 400 graduates of community health extension workers inducted. Osun State, NSCDC seeks collaboration of stakeholders to safeguard national assets. Plus, JAMB orders CBT centers to arrest parents. Good evening and welcome to NTW News at 7. We apologize for that mix-up. It was due to some technical issues. My name is Olawumi Adeniji, and here are the details. With less than 24 hours to the 2024 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has directed all computer-based test CBT center owners to arrest any parent who is found near any of their facilities during the 2024 UTME exercise. The directive was issued at the final briefing of the computer-based test CBT center owners held virtually on Wednesday, the 17th of April 2024. JAMB's head of public affairs, Fabian Benjamin, in a statement said the directive became necessary following the intrusive disposition of some parents during the previous exercises. Registrar of JAMB, Professor Ishak Oloyede, in the statement also noted that any parent who disobeys this order will not only be arrested, but the ward will also be disqualified from sitting for the examination. Provision of basic health care services received a boost in Nigeria with the induction of about 400 graduates of community health extension workers and junior community health extension workers into the nation's primary health sector. Anthony Gadon reports that the induction is the first in the history of community health extension workers in Ogun State. His report.
Inductees who were graduates of 5 different schools of health in Ogun State were inducted into the Community Health Practitioners Registration Board of Nigeria and oath of office administered.
Honestly, accept and respond to those of others.
Welcoming the inductees into the fold, stakeholders in community health practitioners assured the newly qualified graduates of their support in the course of their duties.
This is one of the things that our board is trying to do. We are trying to run away from the issue of quackery, because if you observe now, there's nowhere in Nigeria, no remote area that you will go that you will not see a community health practitioner. That is the essence of the board, training these people, so that within the period, so that the issue of quackery will move away from our people.
Today's occasion, on behalf of the national president, in that capacity, I have received them into the National Association of Community Health Practitioners of Nigeria.
The rector of Ogun State Polytechnic of Health and Allied Sciences, Ilese Ijebu, Dr. Akimbo Yinka, and his Poji College of Health Technology, Okeri counterpart, said their institutions will continue to provide needed manpower who will change the narrative of community health extension workers in Nigeria.
This institution has been on since 1976. That's about 48 years ago. And the school has already produced so many health professionals. So, and with that, we are actually contributing into the progress of this country health-wise.
We hope that they will go out there to be good ambassadors of the college and their profession.
Some of the inductees promised to justify the training received.
In Community Health Practitioner Board of Nigeria, this is the first induction they are going to conduct. It has never happened before, and we thank God that community health is moving forward and there's a new development.
Being a student is so demanding, but to God be the glory, everything was a success.
We are the grassroots, the first point of health. When you talk about community health, we are the first point. So it's not easy, but I will encourage as many that wish to do it. That is a very wonderful cause.
Drama sketch was later put in place to educate the public on the relevance of community health extension workers in the country. In Ijebu-Ode, Anthony Gandono, NTA News.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has approved the immediate creation of additional 3 area commands in Ifo, Imeko, and Idiroko areas of Ogun State to tackle kidnapping, smuggling, and other transborder criminal activities. The IGP, who is on an official visit to Ogun State, met with traditional rulers and other stakeholders to strengthen partnership that will reduce crimes and efficient policing in the state. Yemi Dalemo completes the report.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, who was received by the State Commissioner of Police, Abiodun Alamutu, addressed a stakeholders meeting where he informed them that the Nigerian Police Force is undergoing a reform process for greater efficiency and announced the creation of additional 3 area commands in Ifo, Imeko, and Itiroko areas of Ogun State to tackle kidnapping, smuggling, and other trans-border criminal activities.
So Ogun State is not by accident. There is a lot of work going on behind the scene to make the state peaceful and to ensure that the state remains peaceful and safe. I appreciate the good work that officers and men of this state command are doing, and I want to appeal to you to continue to do what you are doing.
There is a drastic reduction in criminal activities consequent upon the concerted efforts of officers and men of the command. The command has professionally and successfully engaged the men of the underworld and made Ogun State security system potent in terms of violence and other high-profile crimes.
The IGP thereafter inaugurated the newly constructed office building for the Ogun State Command at the Eleweron headquarters and the Kayode Egbetokun Police Cooperative Event Center in Okelewu. He was also at the palace of the Alake and paramount ruler of Egba land, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, who encouraged him to leave an indelible marks that will be difficult to surpass by his successors.
We have a strategy that is based on community policing, which is approved by the federal government. The traditional institution is critical to our achieving our objectives through community policing in Nigeria, and we will continue to partner with the traditional institution.
In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
Still on the IGP's visit, residents of Ogun State have been assured of further community policing that will engender adequate security of lives and property, irrespective of location. The Inspector General of Police, Olu Kayode Egbetogun, gave the assurance during a courtesy call on the Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land, Oba Sikiru Kayode Adetona, in his residence. Anthony Gandonu has more.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, moved straight to the Awujale's residence with his entourage on arrival in Ijebu, where he was welcomed by other Ijebu traditional obas. The Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land commended the Inspector General of Police for his tactical approach to security in the country since he assumed office, leading to the reduction of crime rates in the country. The traditional ruler, however, appealed for increase in the number of police officers, establishment of more police stations, upgrading of the existing police posts, and provision of adequate working tools for Nigerian police to function optimally. Responding, the Inspector General of Police appreciates the Awujale and the traditional institution for the support given to police officers in their domains, saying his visit was to guarantee community policing in the country.
My coming here is like a son coming to see his father. So I want to thank everyone who had come to receive me. I have taken note of all the requests that KBSC put forward to me, and I've already given appropriate instructions to the AIGs and the Commissioners of Police to immediately give effect to all these requests.
He appealed to the royal fathers to always engage their subjects on the need for a crime-free society, which is a collective responsibility. In Ijebu-Ode, Anthony Gandonu, NTA News.
We are going on a short break now. I'll be right back after this time out.
For installation of the third Asiwaju of Ijebu in the recent history by Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land, Alayeluwa Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetona Ogbagba II, who now the car feed, it's no other person than a business mogul philanthropist and former chairman of Sterling Bank PLC, Alhaji Dr. Sulaiman Adebola Adegunwa OFR, as he will be installed as Asiwaju of Ijebu. And since a bird does not fly with one wing, his wife, Hajia Fatima Adegunwa, will also be installed as Yeye Asiwaju and Arabake of Ijebu. The ceremony will be performed by Kabiyesi Alayeluwa Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetona, the Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land, at the Afin Awujale on Saturday, 27 April 2024 by 10 in the morning. Alhaji Dr. Sulaiman Adebola Adegunwa is the founder and chairman of SA Holdings Limited, parent company of Right Foods Limited, a former chairman, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Ogun State branch. Come one, come all.
You are welcome back. The news continues. The absence of the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, has stalled his arraignment in the over 80 billion naira alleged money laundering case involving the defendant. The matter stated for arraignment before the Federal High Court Abuja Division is being prosecuted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on behalf of the Federal Government of Nigeria. Judiciary correspondent Austin Ayebe completes the report.
Yahaya Bello's arraignment is coming on the heels of a warrant of arrest, an enrollment order granted to the EFCC by the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. Though the defendant was not in court but had a legal representation in Abdulhab Ahmed, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The defense counsel told the court that there was an ex parte order restraining EFCC from arresting and prosecuting the former governor of Kogi State, as granted on the 9th February 2024 by the Kogi State High Court. The order, he said, has been appealed against at the Court of Appeal, frowning at another order obtained by the EFCC from Court of Equal Jurisdiction. He went further to say that, going by the judicial process, the Federal High Court lacks jurisdiction to hear the matter. But counsel to EFCC, Kemi Pinero, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, as the prosecution counsel, said the order obtained on the 17th April was a different one, which empowered them with warrant of arrest, on which the security personnel laid siege at the defendant's house before a governor with immunity came to whisk him away. The prosecution counsel contended that the defendant's counsel, having announced appearance for the former governor, should accept service on his behalf. Counsel to the EFCC heard that if the former president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, could appear in court for trial in person, there was no reason why a former governor would be dodging arrest and subsequent arraignment.
Having heard arguments from parties, the presiding judge, Justice Emeka Nwite, adjourned the matter to 23rd of April 2024 for ruling.
The court order is for its production on the next adjourned date, and the state will ensure that it's produced in court. Section 12 of AJA also allows a law enforcement agent to break down any premises where a defendant may be hiding.
Meanwhile, Justice Emeka Nwite has fixed 22nd of April 2024 for counsel to Binance Holdings Limited and two of its executives to move the application for bail of the second defendant, who has been in custody for more than 6 weeks. This is to enable counsel to the EFCC respond to some of the fresh issues raised in the affidavit by the defendant. From the Federal High Court, Abuja, Austin Anyebe, NT News.
In a proactive move to address underdevelopment challenges, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, Osun State Command, has convened a high-level seminar focusing on the protection of critical assets and infrastructures. The event held in Oshogbo is aimed to develop strategies to fortify vital national resources against threats. Femi Afariogun reports.
The seminar brought together stakeholders to deliberate on the pressing need to safeguard critical assets such as power plants, transportation networks, telecommunications facilities, and more. With Nigeria's infrastructure serving as the backbone of economic progress, NSCDC understands that securing these assets is paramount for sustainable growth and development.
The Clarion call here is for all and sundry, everybody, to collectively deal with the criminality predisposing national assets to various forms of stress and vulnerabilities.
The seminar featured insight lecture presentations and discussions covering various aspects of infrastructure protection, including risk assessment, threat intelligence, security protocols, and emergency response mechanisms.
We have to continue with the awareness campaign, education of our members, training and retraining. So we must not give up.
And constant patrol of these lines, we know that and we believe that the issue of vandalism will be reduced.
NSCDC is prioritizing cooperation, coordination, and sharing of best practices and tech innovation approaches to enhance resilience in safeguarding national assets across the country. In Oshogbo Femi Afariogun, NTA News.
And that concludes our package for tonight. Idowu Ogunbajo is standing by to bring you the Yoruba version of the bulletin. From me, it is good night.